Okay, good morning, students. Hello, am I audible to you all?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, I'm starting today's class, okay?
Hello, ma'am.
Hello, Shishir.
It is Manu sir's classes link also is there.
Please consult
ये
Manu
हम लोग
sir
के मैम ये
because
सीएससी डिपार्टमेंट के लिए है कि नहीं?
for all department this classes because this time is being allotted to me and Manu sir class is different. He is also having today's class, but Manu sir will have class in different time. Please, any one of you inform to Manu sir or just say because Manu sir has not asked me also. I have just seen the post also, but I haven't seen Manu sir any call, any message. I haven't seen from Manu sir, and Manu sir has not consulted to me. So it's better that if you people will talk because this English class is for all of you. Okay, for all branches, this English classes. So please you take because the class which is being allotted to me, I will definitely take according to the routine it is. Okay. So one more question I am just saying you. Now, right now it's 9:05 and we are having altogether 18 students and I am just now disabling this attendance because many people used to enter at the last time. At 9:10, I will definitely disable this class attendance because the persons who are attending from the beginning and the persons who will enter at last doesn't make any sense for their attendance, and your internal marks, the attendance will be also being given to you people accordingly. Okay, so that time no queries should be come from your side that madam I have attended your all class, all those. So because your second internal is too far, question is being already prepared for you people. Question I have also completed, and the portion I too have told the all modules which are coming. Okay. Anybody has any queries regarding this portion? They can ask me.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, LMS is not opening.
LMS is not opening. It's opening. Just open right now. It's opening. Just open right now. I have opened.
हेलो मैम।
Yeah.
मैम अटेंडेंस का ऑप्शन शो नहीं कर रहा है।
Option is showing. Attendance option is showing. It's from 9:05.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, say him to rephrase.
Ma'am, your
Ma'am.
voice is.
How can I say in Hindi? It's an English class. How can I say in Hindi? If in physics class I will teach you chemistry, will you understand? So in English
Ma'am,
class,
आपका
if I
आवाज
will,
कट रहा बहुत.
so I can't speak in Hindi in the English class. And in Hindi class, the teacher will not speak in Sanskrit.
Ma'am, I am telling that to rephrase.
What to refresh?
Hello.
Yeah. Hey, right now I opened this LMS. Just open. It's from 9:05 to 9:35. Okay. Because at last I will show you the attendance on the screen. At last, you people will be able to see the LMS in the screen only. Okay, let's start the class right now. And after a few minutes, I will disable. Yeah, the 4 main types of writing styles. What are the different types of 4 main writing styles? And now one more thing I am saying you, again I am repeating. What is the syllabus for your second internal exam? I am again repeating. Please don't tell me that what is the syllabus, ma'am. Any people have any ideas how many modules we are having? How many modules we are having? Anyone is having any idea? How many modules do we have? Can you say me? How many modules? Hello?
Hello,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, I am suffering from network issue, so I am bar exit हो जा रहा है, ma'am.
Okay. What's your name?
Ma'am, नीरज.
Okay, Neeraj. Okay. So now you can see your LMS. It's opening. Can you see it? The persons who are saying me, madam, it's not opening. Can you see it? Can you see?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, मेरा नहीं खुल रहा.
So Neeraj, you are facing with the network issue already cleared from your side. You already cleared it from your side, na? That you are facing network issues. Okay. So LMS you have seen, it's opening. So there is no issue according for the LMS, I think now. Now no will have any queries, ma'am, LMS is not opening. Okay. Now, the next part. Who is saying me about the syllabus? I'm just asking how many modules you are having?
Ma'am, 6 module.
6 modules. What is the last module? Can you tell me? Can you tell me what is the last module?
Ma'am, oral communication.
Oral communication, ma'am.
Oral communication. We are having the
Oral
last
communication.
module is oral communication. Module 6 is oral communication. From here, you will not be getting any kind of questions. Okay. From here, you will not be getting any kind of questions. Because it's oral communication, nothing is there with the MCQ. Now, the next part. Up to module 5, you people will get the question. Up to module 5. From module 1 to module 5. You will get the questions, okay? I have told these things. I have clarified all those things. I have told in the essay writing practice which type of question you will get in the previous classes. Now, is it clear to you people? Now, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I think now no one is having any type of questions. What is the portion? I have covered till now. I have covered all those modules, and I have already told which type of questions you will be getting from these types of modules. Okay. Now, next, style of writing. What do you mean by style of writing? What do you mean by style of writing? Tell me, what do you mean by style of writing? There are different.
It means. Hello, ma'am.
Yeah, hello.
Ma'am, it means how attractive you are writing, or
Efficiently we are writing. Means how
What,
efficiently
ma'am?
we are writing. How means effectively we are writing. That is efficiently how we are writing. How we are fulfilling all those required things. We are covering those topics. How we are clarifying those things. How we are defining those things. How we are arranging those things. Is it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So now accordingly, if I say you, because you can't say like this, in your examination and all those things, that what is the style of writing. So today we'll come to the topic style of writing, that is writing styles. There are basically 4 main types of writing styles. The more this 4 types of writing styles which are commonly recognized as expository, descriptive, narrative, and persuasive. Now, in the optional type of question, you will be getting that how many main types of writing styles are there. I may give you 2 options, I will give you 3 options, I will give you 5 options, or I will give you none of this. So you have to remember that there are basically 4 main types of writing styles. Okay. Now, expository. What do you mean by expository? The definition of expository is this intent to explain or describe something. So first we know we have to write the descriptive part. The descriptive part is known as expository part. Most types of written work that fall into this category explain something in more detail or provide insight and instruction in regards to a particular topic. What types of writing fall into this category of expository writing style? Now, one more thing I will share to you people, that those people who are not submitting their assignment, their homework in the Google Classroom, marks will be deducted for those people. Because in hand we are having 30 marks. If you are not submitting, means you are not submitting those things regularly on a regular basis, your marks will be deducted. And those students who are thinking that just submitting is okay, so I will just clarify to them that please write it correctly and submit. Just don't submit that you have to submit. Okay. 5 marks for your attendance and 5 marks for your this homework and all those things which you are submitting. So if you are not doing on the regular basis, I will just give you 1 marks, and what marks you will get in the internal examination, that marks and plus 1 marks you will be getting. And from there only what the JUT will give you marks, I don't know. Okay, because this will be very bad for those students who are doing these things on the regular basis. So I can't do anything for you people. Now, what types of writing fall into this category of expository writing style? While there are many different types of written work which can be categorized as expository style of writing, you can often identify this type of writing by noticing the purpose of the work. Yeah. When we are achieving the purpose of the work, when we are describing those things of what the topic is saying and we are fulfilling those things, that is known as expository work, or you can simply remember the describing part is known as the expository part. Now, does the work intend to explain something in more detail? Does the written piece inform? Does the written piece answer questions such as what, how, and why? A business newspaper is an example of expository style writing in which it contains information, facts, and insight about a particular subject. See, there are many kinds of vacancies are coming, but all students can't apply for this type of vacancies because there are certain criteria, there are certain things which you have to fulfill. Okay, now what you have to fulfill? What things are there? What things are there? There are certain criteria based. What are those criteria? Your qualification, your experience level. Yeah, hello.
Criteria, qualifications.
Age limit.
Yeah, it's also there. Sometimes age limit is also there. Sometimes age limit is there. Sometimes caste is there. Okay, sometimes for a particular place, the people can only apply. Sometimes there are special consideration, there are special cases where such kind of peoples will only be eligible for those. Okay, so first we have to see what types of topic they are asking. Either we are fulfilling those topics or not. Either we are fulfilling those criteria or not. Then only we can be eligible. Suppose I am an English faculty. If I will apply for a chemistry faculty, will the college will take me? No, simply they will reject me because their necessity, what they need is an English faculty. Sorry, in chemistry faculty. Being an English faculty, I can't teach chemistry. I have the basic knowledge of chemistry, but I can't teach the students because I am not masters in the subject. Now, here are some particular examples of the different types of writing pieces which can fall into the category of expository writing. Now, which criteria fall under expository writing? Now, from here also one types of question you may be getting that which I will give you newspaper, non-fiction books, story books, okay, essay books, which falls under expository writing. There will be 4. You have to just mark which falls under expository writing. You have to just tick out those. So, here, like this types of question you will be getting. Now, newspaper, magazines, articles, not including editorials. What do you mean by editorials? What is the meaning of editorial? Editorial meaning, any one of you can say me? Not including editorials. What do you mean by an editorial? What is the meaning of editorial? The editorial part in newspaper, what do you mean? Anyone?
Which are written by editors for the newspaper.
What? Please repeat it. Please repeat it.
Ma'am, which are written by editors.
The editor writes all those things, but what is what makes this difference from the newspaper editorial? Have you seen there are certain types of 5-6 paragraphs types of writings are there, which basically cover the main topic, which basically covers the main topic. It is having a large paragraph type of writing. That is known as the editorial page. You will see it is long, either it is long, either it is just like a rectangular shape. Okay, that is part called as the editorial part. There is one topic is there, and they are covering those topics and writing a detail. Okay, that is the editorial part. That means newspaper and magazines articles which don't contain the editorial part. That is not included in the editorial. Okay, that is. Next one. Non-fiction books, how-to books, self-help books, writing about hobbies and interests, recipes and cookbooks, instructional guides, scientific research manuals, textbooks and educational resources, business articles and books, medical research journals and articles. Now, when you write expository style pieces, your main goal as a writer is to inform your readers with insight and facts that pertain to the subject of your piece. If you're interested in the engineering field, you want to write something about, definitely you can write, but you have to cover the engineering field. You can't include other fields. No. Next part is, when you are writing about engineering part, there are various branches of engineering you people will having. So please mention the branch on which you are writing, because it's not possible for everyone just to write on every topic. Shubhashni, are you here? Shubhashni, are you here? Shubhashni has actually called me and I am in class, that's why I have not received her. Shubhashni?
Ma'am, I called.
Yeah. What question you are having? Ask me. Right now,
Ma'am, actually I was saying that we have a physics class today at 9 a.m.
Okay. No, I have already messaged in the WhatsApp. So does Manoj sir is taking the class?
I don't know, ma'am.
No, anyone has joined? Can you say that
Yes, ma'am.
Manoj sir is taking the class?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, because that's why I have already.
Ma'am, there are only 8 students.
Okay. No, that's why
Ma'am, we have not got the new routine also.
you have.
We have not got the new routine also.
Teacher has got now. The teacher will notify you, na. The teacher will notify you. According to that, you have to join, na. That's why.
Yes, ma'am.
So it is not required that we should provide you. It's our thing is that we will provide you the link. Okay. We just provide you the link, you have to join. That's why I've clarified those things in the WhatsApp that according to the new routine, it's my class. Okay. That's why I've just told. Okay. Now. When you write expository thesis, oh, we have completed. No. Books and articles that explains how to do something are very popular examples of expository writing. Cookbooks are very popular as they explain to others the tips, techniques, and recipes on how to cook something. How to books for hobbies and crafts are also good example of this type. Now, the question: hobbies and crafts are also good example of dash expository, descriptive. None of these, both of these. Got it? Got it? Now you have to choose the correct one. See the questions, examples I'm giving you to people. Now no one can say me.
Expository, ma'am.
Yeah, expository. Now you understand which types of questions. So if you will not attend the class, then at that time say, ma'am, from where the question is. Hanna? So in the class only, I'm saying the examples only. So can you say me some questions like this? How you can say expository as a definition? What is the definition of this expository essay? Can you say me? Any one of you, can you say? What is the definition of expository essay in your own language? The definition of expository essay is this: intent to explain or describe something. I have told that the description part is known as the expository part. Simply just remember that anything that describes or explains something is the expository style of writing. Got it? Next part. Descriptive. We have done. Descriptive part we have done or not? No.
No, ma'am.
Yeah, descriptive. Now, descriptive writing goes deeper than expository writing. While expository writing might have some descriptive details and factual information, descriptive writing will make use of many writing elements and literary devices such as metaphor and similes. Now, which type of writing involves which? Please listen to my question. Which type of writing involves metaphors and similes? Which type of writing? Descriptive.
Descriptive writing.
Yeah, descriptive writing. Okay. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. The purpose and goal of descriptive writing is to bring the reader into the written work as if the reader were to experiencing it firsthand Most fictional pieces fall under the category of descriptive writing, and even some non-fiction pieces such as memories and creative non-fiction. Sorry, this is the spelling of memories I have written wrong. Okay, MEMORIES. I have to correct it. This spelling is wrong. Okay. Under the category of a descriptive writing style. If you are writing fiction and more descriptive you can be with your words, the more relatable your story will be to the readers. If you use metaphors and simile, what will make it? It will more make it relatable writing. Basically, it is used for the storytelling and all those things. Some examples of types of descriptive writing pieces: poetry and prose, travel diaries, personal journals, lyrics and musics, and songwriting. You have seen, we used to say that what you will say, that Jugalbandi type something is there, the words which are having ending with the same sound. See, in the lyrics of the music, in the poetry section, most probably we find the words that end with the same sound. So this is the part of the descriptive writing. Most pieces using only a descriptive writing style are not very long. It is uncommon for a fictional novel to be 100% fully descriptive without getting into the next writing style, which is narrative writing. Now, narrative writing. Narration means what? Can you say what do you mean by a narration? Can you say me, any one of you, what do you mean by a narration? First, I want to talk with you.
To indicate someone.
To
Indicate someone.
To indicate someone. So narration. If we write something, we have to narrate something also. No? Without narration, is it possible? No. Without narration, it is not possible for anyone to say something. Tomorrow I will discuss on this narration part. But before that, I will give you a short, what we say, something to say. The two main parts I will say about this narrative part and this persuasive part. Narration part means what? It is the most complex form of this descriptive writing, and which where we use those things in fiction novels, in biographies, in poems, in sagas, in myths, legends, fables, historical accounts. And basically most of the novels comes under this narrative writing style. Just remember this 6. Okay. Tomorrow I will...
Ma'am, what do you mean by saga?
Sagas. Do you know what do you mean by myths? What do you mean by myths? Do you know?
What, ma'am?
Myths.
Ma'am, your voice is not clear. I can't get it.
What do you mean by myth? Myth. MYTH. Myths.
MYTH. No, ma'am. I don't know.
Have you seen the Viking? The Viking. Viking. Have you seen the movie Viking?
Vinky.
Yeah, have you seen some kind of dramatic and heroic?
Yes, ma'am.
Any of the English movie have you seen which is dramatic as well as heroic?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. You used to story in your school time small types of stories that are basically fiction. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
But the story which is long and which used to cover some heroic part as well as some kinds of historic events of that time on which the story is being written, that is called saga.
Yes, ma'am. I understand.
Okay. It's called as saga.
Yes.
Now, what do you mean by a myth? MYTHS, myths. What do you mean by myth? You know, by imagining something, we used to write something. Na? When we imagine something, we write some kind of stories that is totally upon our thinking, that has no relation with our present life, which has no relation with anyone's life. That is a myth. That is totally imaginary. Okay, that is a myth. Now, what are legends? When you have asked, then I will explain each and every terms. What do you mean by a legend? He is a legend figure. We used to say, na? He is a legend. What do you mean by a legend? That means something which is very, what I said, that is not natural. Extraordinary thing. That's something which is very much extraordinary, or you can say that supernatural. We used to say now that he is Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose was a living legend. That means what? He's a very famous. He's a very famous person. Okay. In the radio, have you ever heard the stories how they used to narrate? Some stories they used to narrate. We don't see any person who is moving here and there. They are just narrating those kind of stories. That is also one kind of legend storytelling. They make us feel that it is happening, but in actuality, things are not happening. Now, what do you mean by fables? F-A-B-L-E-S. F-A-B-L-E-S. What do you mean by that? It is a kind of short story. Fable is a kind of short story that means we used to say some morals. In our childhood, we have heard that fox, the cow, the crow and that water pot. Okay. These things, cunning fox, all those things. That something says at last they used to give some kind of morals. With the help of these animals, they used to the story is about basically about the animals and all those things, and finally they used to say some kind of morals. If we do like this, so we should not do like this. We should work hard. We should not be very clever. Like those things. We should be kind. We should be honest. This type of short story, basically from the animals they used to say, and the moral part is being given. Okay. So this is called a narrative. So by the word only we understand what do you mean by a narrative. What does it mean? Narrative means what? That it is a kind of a story, or it is a kind of novel, or it is a kind of saga, or it may be a fairy tale, anything else. But the story means basically it has some relation. It can be fictional and it cannot. It can be non-fictional. In narrative, you can't say that it's a fictional story. You can say it is a fictional as well as a non-fictional. Tomorrow I will definitely come to you people. Can you say any sentence from this narrative? Can you make any sentence from this narrative word? Any example? Any example for narrative? So it will be clear to you people that where we use. I am saying you the synonyms also. Synonyms of narrative is a story, it is a tale. the synonym of narrative. That something describes something, it is a descriptive. He is a narrative teacher. Dr. Suresh Kumar is a narrative teacher. You can say Dr. Suresh Kumar is a narrative professor. That means he used to describe some things very broadly, in a very descriptive way. Okay, that is called narrative. Anyone is having any kind of problem, can ask me. Any confusions, you can ask me right now. Any questions, any queries, please ask to me.
Ma'am, meaning of smiles.
Smiles. Smiles.
S-I-M-I-L-E.
S-M?
S-I-M-I-L-E.
That is smile or simile? What we will pronounce? Simile or smile?
Simile, ma'am.
Simile. What do you mean by metaphor? Simile means similarly. What does it mean by metaphor? Say me, what is the meaning of metaphor? When you ask me what is the meaning of simile, then I will ask you what is the meaning of metaphor. Does it has been clear to you or not? Do you know, anyone know what is the meaning of metaphor?
Indirect comparison.
Yes, indirect comparison. Very good. Which is being told in an indirect way, that is a metaphor. It is a figure of speech. Metaphor and similes both are the figure of speech. Okay. We used to say means how we will say now. He is a rising sun. Or he is a shining star. Okay, these are the metaphors. We're comparing something to what? That person with what? With the nature. The sun, the star, these are the nature. So we are comparing those people with that. So it's an indirect speech. Sometimes we used to compare with a person, but we can't. So what is the difference between a simile and a metaphor? Is that in similes, we used to compare two different things. But a simile, we do it more directly, but in metaphor, we don't do it directly. We do it